A pale green goblin drives a covered wagon along the jungle road that leads north away from Khoi. His name is Maid, and he works for the Ronku Merchants Guild, transporting goods between settlements. This trip, however, there's a little extra weight in his carriage. Just as he was about to get some sleep for an early morning departure, the steel brand who hitched a ride from him before, Fosco, asked for another. And with how well he pays, he'd be a fool to say no. He just didn't realize that when Vasco said a colleague was coming, that he meant a sobbing heap of a man. Looks more like a prisoner to me, Maid thinks to himself as he steals a glance at the young man, feet and hands shackled together, sobbing in the back of his cart. His name is Jander, and he does not appear to be having a good time. Wish that ratfolk fella needed another ride, Maid mumbles under his breath, the rush of setting a field of flame running over him again. Wonder what he's up to. Feel bad I never did really see him again after we parted ways. That ratfolk is Phosphorus, and he and the rest of the gang are currently a day west of Khoi. After taking a job from Pricus, a catfolk researcher belonging to the Arcane Assembly, the party made their way to a particular spot in the Ekhoi rainforest, one that Pricus claimed used to be home to a dryad. After Phosphorus helped him collect his samples, the party made camp, but during Eamon's watch, they were ambushed by 2 woodsmen. Thankfully, everyone was roused and the woodsmen were slain. We now cut to the party getting their bearings after the skirmish.
Oh.
Well,
Good job, Minister. Phosphorus, you okay?
I'm great.
I couldn't really see you behind him, but you still have some spikes in your back there.
Pricus kind
Or
of
your
peeks
front.
his head out, and he's like, Are we okay?
It appears so. I don't...
It's still dark and raining, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like at ease necessarily.
Your flash beetle lantern is still lit, though.
Yeah.
As
Illuminated all of the area.
strange as this sounds, I think we are safer now that we've come across 2 of them. I've heard from the guards it's not common for them to travel in more than 2.
That's about as reassuring as it gets after getting ambushed.
Unless there's more than one band running around.
Yes, but it's unlikely that they would be together so closely, at least from what the guards have told me.
Well, I mean, if you guys want, you can resume your rest. I can keep doing my watch if you guys want. Is everyone okay? Like, not many of us got hit. Thanks for healing me, by the way. Let's have a party. But if it's okay with you guys, I'll just finish my watch. You can...
Sure, just keep those prestidigitations ready.
Yeah.
Well, I'll walk back to my tent, just pulling out the fucking
Yeah,
needles.
a couple of them. Yeah.
Oh, wait, is anyone hurt at all? Still?
I'll be fine.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. I want to turn to Pracus, be like, all good?
Yeah? Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little rattled, but
A little
but
startled.
I
That's
think we're all right.
Okay.
Rat, during your watch, do you mind taking a look at my shield again?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to go kind of pick up the lantern again. And
Do you...
how many times can I cast Detect Magic? Because if I can, I
As
would
much as
like
you
to
want.
just do it as I walk around, like off
Yeah,
in
you
random
can-
spots. Literally just as random as I can. As
You
often as
can...
I
It
can.
is literally a travel activity is casting Detect Magic constantly.
Yeah, so I
have it
would.
up at all times.
That's how I would like to do
Yeah.
my watch.
For sure. Anybody move the bodies at all? I only ask because one of them is just in the middle of camp.
Yeah, no,
No.
I'd scoot it out.
Drag it out. Yeah.
I'd also just smash the stone just to be safe.
Okay. Perfect. Everyone's watches would go by fine. Why don't you make a crafting check for me, though, Phosphorus?
22.
Your shield is back to full.
Yay.
Is anyone missing health? when they went to bed?
I was missing 1 health.
So you get that back. You would... What? So you... What is your con modifier? If it's not 2, you get 1 health back.
It's 1.
Yeah, so you get 1 health back
And
from
then
resting.
when I wake up and make my elixirs, I'll just drink one.
Drink 1. Yep. Perfect.
I'm assuming I also get my focus point back.
Yeah, you get a long rest, so everything you get back from
My
that.
temporary heightened AC is back down, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It technically
that was
went
over
back-
after 1 turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
cool.
technically went back down after. You just didn't get targeted again.
Yeah.
So it
Makes
never
sense.
came up. But yeah,
Nothing with the Detect Magic, though?
nothing would have
Okay.
popped up.
They were
no.
too busy giving Phosphorus a second spine.
Who wants to roll 2 d6s that isn't Aaron?
I'll try.
Because he's done it already. Add him up.
3.
That is a light rain.
I do
So,
control the weather, bitch. I am
only-
weather boy.
Wow.
Right. rip my
Renisteer takes
shirt.
a -1 circumstance penalty, and only things 100 feet away are considered concealed.
As I wake up, I want to go to Pricus and ask him, like, were you able to find everything you needed last night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
What? I mean, you don't have to if it's too hard to explain in terms that I would understand. But what did you find?
Oh, I just took a bunch of samples. I haven't really found anything.
And you're
yet.
going to study them when you get back.
Yes, I'll have to do some.
Do you have like a
tests and
laboratory
research.
space?
Mm-hmm. I have a cubicle set up.
How does one acquire space like that? Like, say, I wanted to do some kind of research and get maybe some funding through.
You would need to be a member of the
Investors.
assembly.
How does that work?
Normally, you just need a recommendation, but
Okay.
I think there aren't many people in Koi that have that authority. Maybe just Dill,
Okay.
but there's plenty of them in Wakuzana.
What if I got a recommendation from Yinhi?
Yeah, she is only a novice. Only adepts can
Oh,
recommend.
gotcha.
I guess technically I'm an adept, but I mean, what is your field of study?
Saving your life, I guess.
That's not really an academic
I'm just kidding.
field.
I'm just kidding. If I were to study something, I would probably study nature magic of some kind. But
You should talk to Yinhi then. Not to get
she
you
can't
involved,
she
but
can't recommend me, though.
I mean, just if you have interest in it. She
Yeah.
wields it to some degree.
She seems really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
nothing.
Do you guys have... Are you like her
Mm.
ex-boyfriend or something? Or?
No, I technically haven't even met her.
Oh.
I live in Wakuzana,
You
but
just talk to her sometime. She's really neat.
heard things.
She's a good writer.
I can't read any of the stuff she writes, but
Oh.
I don't speak the Elven tongue. But, yeah. So do you?
This has been good,
we
man.
had-
Anyway, I'm going to start packing up my tent if you've gotten everything you need.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we collect some water?
Yeah. All of you can have a day's worth of or a water
Glug,
skin's
glug.
worth of. And you guys pack up camp. Oh fuck! Just hit my toe real hard.
Yeah,
you
you
head
did.
back into town.
Correct.
So we're safe then.
Yeah, you would make it back. You don't need to roll to get back because it's only been a day and it's very easy to retrace your steps. It's a light rain, so traveling is a little easier. It's not as sloppy, we'll say. And you guys make it back to Koi fine. Pricus heads off to the assembly hall. He does ask where you guys are staying, though. Before he
At
leaves.
the Emperor's Inn in pub.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
where we're staying. Are you going to come by again? You think you might have some more work?
Just curious more than anything. But yeah, where he would split off. Well, I don't know where you guys are headed, but he heads back to the assembly hall.
It would be like evening time when we got back, probably? Or like...
It would be
Mid-afternoon?
late to mid-afternoon, so maybe 4 p.m.
Okay. Well, I mean, after that time of travel, I would probably... I guess, yeah, maybe just reassess with the boys. And once we get back, say, do you guys have any plans to... I mean, stay in the city long, or are you... I mean, we found some work for the next 2 days, but is this your kind of plan from here on out? Just day to day find random people that need help, or...
As far as I'm concerned, if there's any major issues in this town, I am here for the foreseeable future.
Oh, okay.
Which also comes with, of course, monetary gain if you are wanting to further gain some income.
Yeah, I don't know what the next plan is for me. I haven't really had much time to think about that yet, but I assume we're saying this like sitting at a booth or a table, something.
Yeah, or on the way back
Yeah,
as you get back.
wherever.
I would suggest if you do plan on leaving to try to find safe passage with a caravan or so. From what I've heard, you fared admirably, but you won't always have city guards to pull you from a field.
Yeah. Last time that did not go as planned. Phosphorus, and I'm guessing you are here for the long haul too.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He is here.
All right, that makes sense because you guys are just inseparable pals.
That's
Yeah.
for now.
That's the term.
As far as I'm concerned, until you pay me back. For such a small creature, you are quite a pretty penny.
All right, well, I'm gonna pay for another night here. How much is that?
2 silver.
2 silver. Okay.
I think is what we said.
I think I would just buy the week at this point.
You want to buy 10 days?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be 2 gold.
I'll do the same.
Okay. Just to remind you, if anyone's forgotten, you do have one more lead on work.
Yeah.
The Farmers Guild.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is there anything you guys want to do that evening other than basic roleplay stuff like chill?
I would go back to the
yeah.
assembly.
I
most
would-
likely.
I would
Okay.
go to the Farmers Guild.
If I asked the Arcane Assembly about alchemist recipes,
No, but from the vibe of talking to Dill, you would probably be aware that that would be the place to go. Yeah.
then I'll join him.
Okay. So you two
I'd
go
be
off.
going to the Farmers Assembly to see what's the
Farmers
hubbub.
Guild.
Yeah.
Farmers.
There's farmers.
Or
Farmers only.
farmers,
Farmers
yeah.
only.
Okay. As Eamon and Phosphorus make your way through town,
We get jumped.
no,
You
do
jump.
not get jumped. A woman, she looks younger, human, wearing kind of just a dark shawl and a blousey dress thing. Kind of comes into a more, well, what is it? You know, like the homestead dresses, the prairie dresses, something more like that, but less. There's no
House
like
on the Prairie
patterns in it or
style, yeah.
anything. She appears to be like throwing out some water behind a building, and she slips a bit, and the water flings towards both of you as you kind of walk past. Like both of you to make a reflex save to not get
I
very
open
wet.
my mouth because I'm thirsty. I try to catch it in my water skin.
10.
Oh no, step bro, you splashed me.
10,
I have a +6, and I
Okay.
got 10.
Not 20.
nat 20.
This is when I need it the
You
most.
catch
Yeah.
you catch the water and put
So,
it back in the bucket.
Yeah, so
I electrify it and shoot it
as
back at her.
it flies
She dies.
towards you guys, Phosphorus attempts to move out of the way, but due to it always kind of raining, he just slips a bit and basically gets fully soaked as you just quickly, like, very...
With my nat 20, can I try to
Angela.
catch her before she falls?
Yeah, you'd probably... For sure, but you would definitely get wet because you're moving towards the water then.
That's fine.
Okay.
I care more about her than I do the water.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I'm always wet, so
Yeah, I mean, sure, they don't know that.
they don't know that, but yeah,
Everyone's always wet here.
yeah, it's literally raining, so I'm not trying to avoid a bucket of water.
So, so you just rush forward and catch her before she
like
falls?
Peter Parker's Mary Jane style in the lunchroom, like that.
Okay, yeah.
I catch all the water back in the bucket.
Pizza time.
Yeah, you catch her.
I wouldn't want to fight me neither.
She goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
It's fine.
as you
I just grabbed the bucket off the ground and
Put her
like,
upright, I assume.
pushed her up. Yeah, I said, no worries at all. My friend looks okay.
Are
I look
you-
over at
are
Phosphorus.
you-
He's just like dripping.
Yeah.
Water.
Are you? Do you need a towel?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure? I don't know if it's rude, but you're like covered in fur, right? So that can't be.
I've had
Oh, it's
worse.
waterproof, kind of like a duck.
It's not waterproof.
Really?
Not at all like a duck. And please don't repeat that.
Okay. Well, are you the? She looks to you, Eamon. She says, "Are you? You're the one they found, right?
The very same. Yes.
By the fields."
Yeah. Very close to the fields.
My name's Tajima. She
shake
extends
her
a hand.
I go,
Shake your hand.
My name's Eamon. Can you remind me what she looks like again?
Can
Like,
you
is she's a human?
She's a human, female human. She looks young.
Can you say her name one more time? Sorry.
Tajima.
Tajima. Okay.
Tajima. Tajima.
Due to my innate paranoia, can I see if, like,
Due to my-
there's
Dude, don't
something
look at my
wrong with
girlfriend like
this
that.
meeting?
Yeah.
yeah, that was actually sulfuric acid that she had in the bucket. You start to wither away.
It's a good thing
She's
I
an
can counter
alchemist.
that.
Yeah. So, as you just see them interact, two things strike you as odd. There's a weird bulk under her dress, as if she is wearing very sleek, form-fitting armor under it, probably of a leather degree. And the way she's interacting with Eamon strikes you as the way of when the thing you can equate it to is when someone has like a mark of someone they're supposed to be like getting the attention of.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna like keep my hand like right at my chest where my bombs are.
Mm-hmm.
Han Solo holding his gun on the table.
No, it's not on the table.
Ends a little differently.
Why are you trying to cover armor? Why are you trying to cover your armor?
What do you mean?
The armor you're wearing under the dress.
As he says that, can I like take a second look as I'm shaking your hand?
Well, I mean, yeah, you would be done shaking your hand by now, but
Or was just like,
Not shaking that
why
one.
are you wearing
Yeah.
that armor?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna be like Tombstone, like instead of holding like the revolver, I'm like holding the bomb.
Yeah. As you look at her, you don't really get what he's talking about. You don't see the things he sees. The dress does cover it super well. It's a very flowy dress, probably for that very reason. But he says that. You don't see it, but this is a random person. And
Can I
don't know
catch
if
a
you trust
vibe on
him.
Phosphorus? I mean, I don't know if I trust Phosphorus more than I trust a random lady in the street.
That's what I was kind of
really
really
nice.
nice.
So it's kind of like, who do I believe here? He says that, and I just kind of
me.
look, and I take a half a step back and kind of look at her.
You attack.
I'm just like,
Phosphorus.
do you have armor on? Do you actually?
You roll diplomacy.
I hold up my poncho. I'm like, I have armor too. It's all good.
14.
Yeah, you don't know why Phosphorus is accusing this woman for no reason. Strikes you as a little odd from Phosphorus, but
I'm like, Phosphorus, she's allowed to wear armor. It's okay.
No, there's nothing wrong with wearing armor. It's the hiding armor that I have an issue with.
I hold up my poncho and you see armor underneath.
I understand
It's like-
you. I understand.
okay.
I'm not looking at you. I'm like, I understand you're wearing armor underneath the poncho.
Yeah.
This just strikes me as a little suspect.
I was really sorry. My friend here's a bit paranoid.
it's okay. I did cover him with water.
But yeah, my name's Eamon, and I am the one that you may have heard of.
Yeah.
What is it you do? I sort of look at. Did she like come out of a building or a house?
Yeah, it looks like the back of some sort of place of business. There is lights from the inside, and there's a bit of action coming from the front. You can't really tell what it is from the back. It's just like the wooden back of a building, but the size of it implies in that it's on the floor, not in one of the neighborhoods that it's for stuff. And she goes, yeah, I work here at the bathhouse.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I guess I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
She kind of just
Yeah, what is it?
slinks away a bit.
Sorry, can we start over? What is it you do here at the bathhouse?
I mostly just tend to the bath. The water has to be, people don't like reusing water.
Yeah, that
Could I tell if that water is
Makes
clean
sense.
or dirty?
That hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I feel it slowly burning away.
Ooh, I'm so stinky now.
Why don't you make a nature
Oh
check?
no!
Water was filthy.
She cleans the toilets.
What'd you get?
Where's nature? Plus 3. 15.
15. Kind of hard to tell because you just got splashed by it quick.
As I see her trying to sort of end the conversation, can I try to use diplomacy to like keep the conversation going? Maybe to make her comfortable again.
Yeah.
She seemed really comfortable. Then she seemed really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to.
I
get
will
that
tell you
back.
this: as she starts to just like kind of move away, you do catch the hints of the armor that he mentioned because now you know to look for it.
Yeah.
And she says, you want to try to keep the conversation going?
Yeah, just maybe
Yeah.
like take
Why
a
don't you
step.
roll diplomacy?
16.
She stops, but she does take a step back, but she doesn't like leave. She says, yeah, sure, we can start over. Tajima? She like doesn't know really what that
Yeah,
means.
I say, Eamon, this is my friend Phosphorus.
Good to
We are
meet
in
you.
the town with one.
Phosphorus? Okay.
We're in town with one other companion of ours, just looking around for what work we might find. Traveling outside of the city has been proving a little perilous lately, so we're trying to find what we can within the city.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you? I feel like I'm not trying to hit on her, but I'm like, so like, when do you get off work?
When do I get off work?
Yeah. Like, is this a family business, or are you just like an employee?
Normally
here?
pretty late because most of the people who use the bathhouse use it after working the fields, so probably around midnight.
Yeah.
Can I ask why you ask?
Oh, I was just
Making conversation.
But my next piece of conversation was going to be why it's okay. Like I said, it's okay that you're wearing armor, but why would a bathhouse worker need to wear it? And that sort of point.
Yeah.
Like making it very obvious that while it took me a bit to catch the hint.
Yeah. After a while, you finally were like, okay, I see it.
I'm trying to bring it up not in a rude way, but to be like,
yeah,
it's okay. I mean, they're just, like we said, scary times. Is there anything you might need?
Yeah,
help
no,
with?
I'm not a bathhouse worker. And she starts to pull off the dress.
Easy. It's okay. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for.
No, it's
either.
fine. I didn't. Honestly, you guys are more capable than I.
I don't play for that team.
I have both my bombs out in my hands right now.
Please, don't
Put phosphorus. It's okay.
If only for that there are just civilians about. She just looks at a couple people walking by. Some of them give you a weird look as you're completely soaked.
I'm ready to go.
Two things.
Do I see any weapons as she pulls off her outer layer of clothing?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, weapons would have definitely been obvious under it, more so
Somewhere.
at least.
Unless
But
she's an assassin.
yeah, she takes it off, and you see very sleek black leather armor and the symbol of the guard emboldened on her kind of right chest pocket. And she says...
At which point I put the bombs back.
Yeah, she says, sorry, yeah. Can I just be honest with you, ask you a question?
Yeah, I would hope that's what we would start with.
Do you wield
But-
magic?
Yeah. Do you?
Yes.
Cool. I start to walk away.
Hold on. She says, she's like, 1 second. Do you stop or no?
Yeah, I say yes, and you. She says yes, and I'm like, all right, well, good to know I have a
Well,
friend.
as
And I
you
begin
start-
to like.
Hold
start-
on.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that was not. Sorry.
I was
Maybe
gonna head
should
and
have
take a
specified.
bath. Actually,
That's my only question. I don't mean to cause alarm. You have done nothing wrong. It's just
other than save you from slipping and falling.
when a random man is found on the fields, and I just like to know what they're capable of.
Yeah. Is there somewhere we could talk more privately?
Yeah.
As you said, there's civilians nearby, and I turn to the same people that were like
Well,
staring at the bombs in the rat's hands.
Do you feel comfortable following me to a place that's more secluded, or is that too much to ask?
Can I make a vibe check on her
Yeah. You can vibe check.
before
her.
I follow this strange woman in sleek black armor?
She's biting
Do
her
you want a
bottom
vibe
lip.
check as well? Phosphorus?
Absolutely.
I assume
she's-
you're there.
I look at Phosphorus and I'm like, please come with me.
Yeah, as
Jump
she
in my backpack.
as she asks you it, I mean, now that the facade has dropped, she seems just she doesn't seem. There's no telltale signs of her misleading or anything, or she seems weirdly more aware of how uncomfortable you are talking about the magic.
I say, yeah, lead the way, officer. Is that what I call you? Do I call you officer?
You can just call me by my name.
Ma'am?
That was my name, for the record.
Tajima. Okay. My name is Eamon.
Cool. I mean, I assume
and that is
but,
Phosphorus.
Um,
We don't lie.
are you sure
Yeah.
your name is Phosphorus?
Yeah.
Okay.
What other name would I have?
I don't know. It's just not.
Do you have an
normal
alias?
naming
As I turn to
scheme.
Phosphorus.
What do you say?
I say, do you have an alias? Do you have a
No.
fake name?
It's just most.
You seem like a guy that have a fake name.
No, I just like alchemical things.
You named yourself?
Yeah,
phosphorus is an alchemical thing,
absolutely.
or but she
name yourself.
basically
And I just like walk away with her. I guess.
walks a bit up past a couple places and into an alley.
I
and she says-
pull out one of the bombs again because this is getting sketchy again.
Okay, she takes note of it,
Pull
but
out my. I don't pull out anything.
yes, as a vote of confidence, she holds her hand out and fire just appears in it. She's like holding not a fireball, but like a handful
That's
of fire,
frightening.
and then she just crushes it and it disappears. She says, "So, clearly I can actually wield magic.
I like spin my finger and it makes my hair kind of like twirl a bit, and I'm like, yeah, me too.
Okay.
Just forgive me. Just because the governing body allows you to use magic does not mean they will feel the same about me.
That's kind of why I'm here. No one really knows a lot of why you're here. Can you illuminate that in any way?
It wasn't on purpose.
Okay.
I mean, the guards, I presume, found me, like you said, south of the fields a bit.
That was me.
That was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you? I've been trying to find out more. Actually, asking around. How was I when you found me?
Propped up against a tree. Looked like someone or something left you there. You weren't really in a slump. You were put together, kind of like asleep against a tree.
Mean.
Not quite asleep, but like not just like in a heap. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else around me? Anyone else?
Nope.
Okay. I was
Can I see
traveling.
if she's lying?
Yeah. Don't. She says it with full confidence. Nothing.
Yeah, I
Takes
didn't
the lie radar.
really have the intention of coming to this city. You see, I got lost in the jungle, and I was just trying to find my way to the closest civilization, and obviously I didn't really make it to any civilization. I made it close to this one, I guess, but
Where did you get lost at? Where did you enter the jungle from?
the western coastline.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
it was a long ways away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the jungle for quite a bit of time.
How did you end up on the coastline?
I was in a shipwreck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What ship?
It was called the Midnight Dove.
Okay.
It was a merchant vessel.
Yeah.
Can I see if he's lying?
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it.
Backstory.
I'm just seeing who's lying. Who's true?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a merchant
Well,
ship that I was.
Sorry, I
aboard.
assume that if anyone else made it, they would have showed up with you.
Yeah, I could have used some help in the jungle, but as far as I know, nobody else survived. At least any that got ashore like I did. But
Okay.
then I just made my way as best I could, and I am no outdoorsman, so I very quickly met a lot of resistance in the jungle, and went out being attacked, thinking it was sort of my last moments, and then the next thing I really knew, I woke up in the hospital here.
Well, you weren't being attacked when we found you. Did you... You said you were by yourself?
I found some help. There was a little forest creature that helped me along the way. That's why I asked if I was alone when you
A
found
little
me.
forest creature.
Yeah.
Like a squirrel?
No. Weird enough. I'd never seen a creature like this either. Okay. You're going to have to take a leap of faith
Yeah.
and like suspend your disbelief for a bit. It's about yay tall, and I sort of like spread my fingers out to make like 6 to 8 inches tall. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it was a little green plant-like creature, little like propellers on its head, so it kind of flew around.
Okay.
It just said like,
A leshy? You identified
Yeah.
it as a leshy?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Huh.
Leshy.
That's weird.
Kind of was guiding me through the forest. I don't know if it was leading me in the right direction or not, but along the way we met resistance. I met them a few times actually in my time here. Those sort of tree humanoid-like creatures,
The woodsman, yeah.
the woodsmen. We met a few of those, as well as frog-like creatures as well, humanoids as well. I've heard of creatures such as that residing in jungles, but as I said, I'm no outdoorsman. So the last thing I remember was going down in a pretty nasty fight with a few of those like, frog-like amphibious humanoid creatures, and I blacked out.
Well, whatever happened, you're lucky you made it to here.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
you'd
I'm
gone
guessing
out...
you saw my injuries when you found me.
Yeah, well, if you'd been like that out in the jungle somewhere, probably wouldn't have woken up.
Yeah, that's why I've been, as I said, I've been asking questions too. Based on where I think I was and where I was found, there's a bit of gap there. And I'm not quite sure if someone found me or if the little Leshy had friends to help or if...
Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can give you any information that would illuminate that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with not knowing. I'm just happy to be alive, I guess. But as far as your question as to why I'm here, I didn't voluntarily choose to come here in the first place. I had
Fair enough.
my way, I would still be on the Midnight Dove.
Well, if you need anything, tell the guards that I sent you, and they'll give you help. I don't know if you've noticed, but some of the people here have cross-travel from under the mountains, and let's just say that drow are not very well thought of down there.
Yeah, I've begun to pick that up.
So if you run any issues with that, just let some of us know.
Okay. Well, as I said, yeah, I'm staying. I mean, if you don't already know, I'm staying at the Emperor's Inn and Pub with Phosphorus here, and like I said, another companion of ours. We'll be trying to find work in the city, and if you have anything that comes up that you need help with, I mean, my friends are very capable, and I'm very good at helping them be capable.
I'll let Econ know, because it's not every day... Econ, sorry. He's the captain of the guard. It's not every day a half-elven magic wielder shows up on your doorstep.
I can't promise much, but I mean, I am just recently out of work. So if there's anything I can do to help, like I said, my abilities vary greatly. The stuff I have intentionally practiced, though, I do have some healing abilities.
Really?
Yes.
I was about to ask you if you've been to the clinic, but that's where I took you, so of course you have.
Yes.
You should talk to Fiona about that.
Yeah?
We don't have anyone with those capabilities. I, unfortunately, can really only harm, not heal. So, but...
Can't be a good feeling.
It's good to know. It's good to make or touch in with you. I didn't really mean any offense by it, but...
No, it's okay.
Better safe than sorry.
honestly,
Honestly, through the conversation, I've become less worried about you and more worried about Phosphorus.
Why? Me too.
You know,
I can also heal.
Phosphorus has many abilities, much greater than mine.
Phosphorus is a man of many talents.
Yeah,
I am.
If you're looking for talent, he's the guy to talk to. But
keep that in mind.
If you do, if there's any way we can help whatsoever. I mean, we've heard whisperings of various things. We've dealt with these woodsmen a lot. We haven't dealt with any bandit attacks yet, and I'm not saying, like I said, I would much rather heal than harm. But my friends are not always towards that disposition when it comes to those who hurt the innocent. So,
let Econ know, and we'll be in touch.
Econ? Is that like your higher up?
Yeah, he's the captain of the guard.
Econ? Okay. Yeah, like I said, we'll be at the Emperor's Inn and Pub. And again, please, I know you have your orders and you probably have to talk to someone, but as I'm sure you understand,
the only person who will know that you wield magic are me and Econ.
Okay.
Well, other than people that you have shown or told that you wield magic. But I'm reporting directly to him and to no one else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you understand. It's, as I said, I stand out enough as it is.
I will just deposit.
Not draw too much attention.
If need be, Fiona can be trusted. Both of us can vouch for him. Sorry. God damn me. How dare I misgender her? And
it is confusing when you look at her.
It would be a great help to have healing magic, but I understand if that's not something.
I mean, like I said, I don't have. Unless you have a ship that needs some navigation nearby, there's not a lot of other help I can offer. So I'm happy to offer what I can.
Good to know. But yeah, no ships. But it's good meeting you two.
Good to meet you. I'm going to step out of this alley.
Yes, yeah.
And
I'll probably stay here for a bit, but...
All right, good luck.
I'd back out of the alley.
Okay. Like
snapping your fingers?
Watching her the entire time? Okay, yeah, you do that.
I just kind of like give a little wave. I'm like, until next time, pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
I like your dress. I walk away.
Okay. Nice.
Well,
Run a steer.
Well, that was sketchy.
So you guys go to... Well, first you guys go to the assembly.
Yeah.
And what are you guys specifically doing there again? I forgot.
Chilling and reading.
So you want to fully start reading Yinhee's books, like really get into it, and you want to ask about alchemical recipes.
Yep.
Yes. I mean, they would have any common recipe for sure. So what are you looking for? Would there be someone there that knows any of the common alchemical recipes?
While you talk to Annie, you want me to look through what I...
Yeah, for sure. So you want to go to the Farmers Guild?
I do.
Yeah, so the Farmers Guild is one of the bigger wooden buildings that's just left of the western gate. So if you're looking at the gate that goes towards the fields, the building right next to it is the Farmers Guild to the left. To the right is the stables, where there is a big stable house and a bunch of striders. There's a couple horses in there, but most of them are striders. But yeah, there is a kind of just basic wooden building. The door is shut and there are no lights on in there at the time that you get there, but you can...
I will still
Look
try
nice,
to,
man.
like, open the door, see if it's open.
It is locked.
Ah.
And no, you don't hear any sound from your movement of any kind.
Okay. Guess I'll come back tomorrow. I will just head back.
To the pub.
I guess, did they mention that they would be at the...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, just stop
I
by
can't
there.
imagine you guys splitting ways without you knowing where they're going.
I'd stop there,
ultimately.
the Arcane Assembly.
Okay. What? Anything you want to specifically do there?
No, I'll just check in with them.
Okay.
See how it's going.
While you are there, Phosphorus, Prykus does give you 2 of the lowest level, the ones you can make the elixirs of life, specifically to you. He says for thanks of helping him gather his materials
Oh,
or his samples. But yeah, as you read through the books, why don't you roll a nature check for me, Eamon? And then we'll get to you buying recipes, which I assume is what you're going to be attempting to do.
It's 12.
Okay. So a couple things. As you read the books, most of the stuff involving primal magic is in the restorative aspects of it. So just general healing, and the most in-depth and clearly the most knowledge he has is about healing plant life. And there's basically a lot of in-depth stuff on the differences of healing plants and healing non-plants, I guess. Normally, you can do both. It becomes evident in her notes that she can only heal plant matter. She can't, like, heal, let's say, if you get hurt, she couldn't heal you. That becomes evident. As you're in there, she does mention that if you ever get the chance to, you should absolutely... this is kind of important, so we'll roleplay it. As you're in there reading...
I was going to have a few questions to ask her. And stuff
Okay,
anyway.
yeah, go for it.
So as we're talking about, maybe she just got done explaining how she can only heal plants and not heal people and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really tell her about me being able to heal much or anything like that. But
Yeah, you did mention
yeah, I guess
you
last time I
wield
did.
primal magic,
Yes.
which really sparked your interest.
Yes, and I
Was
just wanted to
noticeable.
say, well, for me, when it was shown that I maybe had a little bit of a leaning towards, like the primal magical arts.
Yes.
I for some time had someone alongside me to maybe help cultivate those skills and help cultivate my knowledge. Do you have anyone like that? Did you ever did you learn this from someone? Did you have a instructor or a mentor of any kind? I say this all in Elvish.
Yes. Do you know where I hail from?
Do I know where she hails from?
You can roll nature.
Society?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's an 8.
No, you do not know where she
Okay.
hails from.
No, I don't believe so. I don't think you mentioned it.
The Jaedun elves.
Does that spark anything in my
No,
head?
you've never
Okay.
heard of this before.
Jaedun, you said?
In the common tongue, we are the Jade Elves. I am no longer a part of them. But at one point, I studied under the Keeper.
Who, is that the person's name? Or is that more of a position?
He is the leader of our tribe.
Interesting. Is he,
He wields primal magic to a very proficient degree.
where, as far as where you hail from, where in the world is it?
Many days south of here.
Okay.
deep within the forest.
How many of the Jade Elves are there? Is it a large group you come from?
I am not allowed to say.
Okay. Fair
But,
enough.
I left because he determined I was not fit to be the next keeper, that my magic was not, as they say, proficient enough. And in my angst, I thought he was wrong. And the more I work here, I realize he may have been right. You can't protect the tribe if you can only restore plants.
Well, I mean, yes, but I think your skills are very, very valuable, and I think you're in a great place for it. If they don't have a spot for you to use your abilities there, then I say you go wherever they're useful, and it seems like they're being pretty useful here. I mean, I'm sure you miss your family and your friends, I assume, but
I do miss my people.
I too am a long ways from home, as I sort of look at my like dark blue purple skin. I'm like, as you can see, I'm far from home as well.
If you ever get the chance to, I don't think it would be likely, but most of the answers you seek would be with them.
That was going to be my next question, actually. How likely is... I mean, I know a little bit about elven culture. My father was a full-blood elf. I know they can be very exclusive and they're very recluse. But do you think perhaps, maybe not the keeper off the bat, but perhaps the Jade Elves would give me a chance to talk to someone there or welcome me in?
In terms of percentages, I would give you a 1% chance. And that is only because you have elf blood within you.
Okay.
If you did not, I would say 0. But,
Okay. Do I have a map on me at all? I don't think I have one. Okay, cool.
Not to discourage you, but just to be honest. I mean, I am one of their own and they would not associate with me because granted, I chose to be exiled, but I am no longer a part of them. I have no last name. I am simply Yinhi.
Okay. Well, I would love to see what's happening down there. What does, if you're allowed to say, what does the keeper primarily do with this magic?
He protects the people in the woods.
He's primarily a protector. Is he also who runs everything as far as like a figurehead, a leader?
He is our leader, yes. He protects Imelje as well, in the common tongue that is Jade Mother.
Are you related to either of these people?
No. Technically we are related to Imelje. It is a she, yes, but to most outsiders she would be simple is not doing her justice, but a tree. She is not an elf, but she knows more and is stronger than all of us.
Do you think he would perhaps have answers on what has been happening around here recently with the tree? Not just because the word tree is involved, but the tree people, the woodsmen. It seems kind of up the keeper's alley, maybe.
I do not know how far they spread.
Okay.
They are very far away,
Yeah.
and
Probably doesn't know much of troubles that
from
ail
all
around
of
here.
the people that have come my way, as we've discussed, asking about this thing I know nothing about, most of the woodsmen, I believe they call them, come from the west.
Not
So-
south.
Would he be able to illuminate? Probably. Is it worth his time? And is it a problem for them? I would guess not.
Okay. Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to talk to you, and I really do love reading your works. You truly are doing a really good thing here.
I don't, if it's too much to ask, the answer can be no, but can I see your magic? Like, for real?
Are we still in like the sort of like cubicle sort of place? I sort of stand up so my head kind of pokes above the little cubicle wall and like look around the office a bit, and I'm just like,
cubicle walls are pretty tall. They're like 10 feet tall. So you're going to peek over. But yeah, I will tell you this. It is very loud in here. It's very chaotic in here. You would be confident unless someone literally had their ear pressed to the wall or right outside. No one could even pick up what you guys are talking about. But yeah, that's kind of the situation you're in. But
I tell her, I say,
it does not have to be here.
Is there somewhere I can show you? And can I trust you? You've given me no reason not to trust you, but
in terms of
abilities like mine, if I show you what I can do, they might shock you.
Like literally, or
well, I mean that, but I was mostly saying they might surprise you.
But that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I have seen the Keeper do work, and no offense, I do not think he will live up to his standard.
But as far as what everybody else around here, that's not you, is used to seeing.
If you are asking if I will speak of your abilities, the answer is no.
Can I get a vibe check on her?
Yes. I will also not write about it if you do not wish. I would like to, but I do not need to.
If you write it in Elvish, we're fine.
I like how we're just calling it vibe checks now.
Yeah.
Vibe check.
I mean, she seems... she's a very composed individual normally, but... Your primal magic, and specifically, is one of the few things where she gets a little giddy, not in like a creepy way, but just in to put it in perspective, as she's divulging to you, she left to hopefully prove the Keeper wrong and become proficient in primal magic, which she has now found out is not true. And you walk in and are like, I can do what you want to do. So she can't really help but be curious, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
But you don't get any ill intentions, and she seems, especially because she's already an outsider, doesn't seem like she's just going to go telling people.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you take me somewhere safe where I can show you the extent of my abilities, I would be happy to show you.
Yes. Not to be grim, but the graveyards, would it be best?
Yeah.
In terms of seclusion and close.
Are you talking about those like really like pristine ones?
Yeah, the very well kept, the large 6 plots of graveyards.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't. I'm not asking you to destroy anything.
I will uproot all of those bodies. No, I'm just kidding.
You just raise the dead.
I thought that's what you meant.
But yeah, she would. She said probably not tonight because the cover of Dark normally brings with predators of all kinds. But sometime, perhaps.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready. Maybe tomorrow?
I am basically here all the time. You just stop by and I will drop whatever I'm doing.
All right, I'll come find you. Thank you for your time. I just give a little like short bow.
If you
put my rice hat back on.
If you could, the word Jaydun is not known here, and I would like to keep it that way.
I won't speak of this. Don't worry.
Thank you. Anything else you guys want to do at the assembly?
I would just make sure everything is on the up and up with them. And then I would go to...
You mean me?
Yes.
You mean me?
I probably don't worry too much about what Eamon's up to. I see him talking to a nice plant lady. And that's the extent he needs to know is the nice plant lady.
She's a cool...
I don't...
Yeah, that's true.
Renister wouldn't care enough.
She's a hipster. Yeah. She's a plant lady.
Hipster, don't care.
Everything she has is ceramic.
Probably works at a coffee shop in her free time.
Then I will go...
Yeah, where do you think you got the recipe from?
Yeah, I have a great mocha latte you can have. I'm going to then just go to the chapel and do the same thing I did the night prior.
Yeah.
Just a quick side. If you had time, I'd also try to figure out more about how those crystals work.
Dill?
Yeah.
Dill would definitely not have time.
Fair enough.
But you could try to schedule time.
You can talk to me about it.
You're
talking about the Sky Shard, how to work it?
This crystals are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not really one for appointments.
Yeah, that'd probably be something to say for downtime. Just getting into the nitty-gritty.
You don't like writing your name down.
I can't spell my name. I don't know how to write.
Yeah, the same for you, Renister. The same woman is there. unless there's an important thing you want to talk about to her, you would just go do that again.
Yep. Standard issue, unless something comes up.
No, nothing. She wouldn't bring up anything. But
Nodding.
okay.
Once we're all back, I would like to talk to Du Bois a bit at the pub if we're all going to congregate back there.
By the time you get there, it is busy. It's packed. There's places to sit, but
can I be there already with a
yeah
beverage for each one of them?
Absolutely.
That's 2 silver.
No. Are you getting like hard liquor or just ale?
Just 2 ales.
Yeah, 2 ales would just be.
Well, I'll get a whiskey for phosphorus.
So
Yeah,
1
hard
silver.
liquor.
Are you getting alcohol? Amen.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. So 4 copper, 1 silver.
So as they walk in, I imagine not together, I guess separately. I just kind of wave them to my table.
Yeah. You want booth or table?
Table.
You would have been there. Okay. Yeah.
The lizards just drag.
Piano-
Sitting
Piano's
across
playing.
from
You
Renister
and a baby
just
carrier.
doesn't leave a lot of leg room
Mhm.
in booths. So
Yeah.
tables are a little.
I played
nicer.
footsie with you and stab you with my little foot claw.
What the fuck? But yeah, you guys congregate with your alcohol.
Say hi. How was each of your endeavors for the day?
Pretty lackluster. Farmers Guild was closed. I did my prayers. They were nice.
What about you, Phosphorus?
I just got more recipes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you talked to Renister about this yet.
Yeah, we got accosted by a cop.
Okay, let's
What did you do?
Let's reel back.
What did
here
you
for-
do, rat? Who died? What did you blow up?
Hold on.
One,
What are
that's
there children involved? Please
One,
tell me.
that's hurtful. 2,
I
it
hold my
was
arms
him.
up like Renister. It wasn't anything he did. It wasn't anything any of us did actually.
I don't believe you. Please speak.
I just wanted to not warn you guys, but just give you a bit of a heads up. I guess last night you kind of saw like the full extent of, not the full extent, I guess, but you saw the more dangerous side of what I can do with my powers. And I know it's not much, but for some reason in this world, if it's caused by magic, it's a little more frowned upon than if it's caused
I just
by...
put my hand on his shoulder.
I'm like, please don't do that again.
I keep it there.
I'm worried about the woman's hand. The death hand
And
coming out.
the hand comes out of my hand and just touches your face and caresses it a little bit. And I
Puts
just
his finger in your mouth.
I just put my arm on his shoulder and I go,
As far as I'm concerned, you've seemed very hesitant to use your powers at all. That is all I need to know.
One, thank you for that. 2, obviously you've seen me stand out also just based on who I am as I sort of like look at my, again, dark purple blue skin. And I say,
yes. And I just look at Phosphorus and kind of just like assess myself as well and just go,
You're not. We kind of stand out if you weren't aware of that.
I
I don't
understand.
stand out.
Yes, you
But
do.
what happened today was there is essentially an undercover guard that made contact with Phosphorus and I.
Threw water at us.
Mostly about me and sort of talked to us in private. And
Is there an issue?
well, according to her, I guess she's right. Like under like the captain of the guard. So she must be pretty high up. She was in some kind of disguise. Phosphorus caught it way before I did. I thought she was just a nice lady. Her name's Tajima, but she essentially she wasn't very hostile, but she just voiced the concern that people have of a half drow like myself with rumored magical abilities wandering the city. I guess that just sort of raises a few red flags, especially when there's all kinds of weird stuff going on. So just, I want to give you guys a warning from here on out. If I understand that you guys already stand out on your own and you guys aren't afraid to take risks at all, but I just don't want you to be caught off guard if anything.
If
if
I
any
did not
negative
want you-
consequences come of this from the guards. I understand if it's from random dirtbags in the street wanting to call me names. That's
If
one
I
thing,
did not
but-
want you part of our endeavors, I would not continue to work with you. And as far as I'm concerned, your abilities you use with restraint, which is the only thing that matters to me. As far as the powers that be, I see no reason that you would be accosted for your abilities. You have not done anything wrong, and if that were something that they did, then I would have an issue with that.
Yeah, like I said, she seemed mostly curious as opposed to hostile. But with that, I think I also shared not quite all of our abilities as a group, but I mentioned that we were looking for work and mentioned that you two have quite the skill set between the two of you. And yeah, she may be in contact with us in the future. She's, like I said, she reports right to the captain of the guard. So maybe if something comes up with the bandit stuff, that could be a good lead if you're sort of seeking to root out any sort of evil or corruption.
I am
or
here
anything.
to help however I can, and as far as I'm concerned, my two main targets are these woodsmen and the bandits. So,
All right. Well,
Aaron pointed at himself when you said main targets.
no,
Other
I
than
already
the
have
rat,
that
your main
target under
targets.
control.
I-
target acquired.
I just don't understand why people get spun up about the lesser arts.
Yeah, I don't know. They seem pretty spun up when you were pulling those bombs off your chest in the middle of the street.
You're
too,
right.
but-
They should also scrutinize alchemy as much.
Yeah, it's a much better art. Far
You're
superior.
not the poster boy for it.
I will
Not yet.
I will tell you this, Eamon, as you have a couple of times now just gathered information in the city, you have not run into anybody that was like openly, literally racist to you like that
No.
one time. But there are a lot of people
just
that
catching
just
a lot of eyes.
clearly feel uncomfortable interacting with you in the same way that like if a random person walked up to you clearly from a foreign country and like was speaking a language you didn't understand, not that you're like that, but it's just like there's just like a weird disconnect and there's
Yeah,
uncomfortableness.
I'm just not
there.
like a lot of people around here.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But as you have continued to be very personable and roll high in your diplomacy checks, you have noticed that a little bit of that has worn off. Not to any major degree, but like you're getting information because you're pretty good at. I mean, you've got that your whole life. Someone's
Yeah.
a little off put, but you're pretty good at calming people down.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm
Yeah.
just a dude. Where the fuck's your money? No.
Yes.
But yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that because the plan that I have for the following days, you said you went to the Farmers Guild and didn't find a whole lot.
Just close.
Minister?
Yes, it was closed for the evening, so
Okay.
I will try again in the morning to see what exactly is going on.
I'm gonna right away in the morning. There's a I might try to offer some help to the local like hospital place just to see if I can help out at all as far as jobs go. If the Farmers Guild thing doesn't work out, and then other than that, I'm just gonna meet up with one of the people that works at the Arcane Assembly right away in the morning. Other than that, I think I'm pretty set. I just wanted to, like I said, I know. I mean, you guys seem really awesome, and you seem like the things about me that you've seen don't bother you by any means. But I just wanted to give you fair warning, just in case I don't foresee any negative consequences coming from it. But just
I
so
appreciate
that you're aware.
it, but
I appreciate you guys. Not a lot of people are willing to stick around for that. So
certainly, well,
I know Phosphorus, you have to, but I still appreciate it.
well, I suppose why we are airing out things that we must know about each other. I'm more than just a standard lizard man.
No.
I was going to ask about that. The past couple times, you've helped me greatly, but I'm no magic expert by any means, but it seems like what you do
Actually, it's
looks a
completely
little-
unrelated to that. Crazy enough.
Oh.
Well, not completely, but they are separate from each other.
What secret
You a
could this
cop?
be?
And I just like side eye Phosphorus, like kind of just shut the fuck up. and I sort of lean in closer to Eamon and like kind of hush about it. I give him a smooch with my big snoot.
I will just to the scene. It is very busy.
Still, I would
So
still do that,
it's
yeah.
so there is a. I'm not saying you shouldn't be secret about it. I'm just saying unless someone was specifically trying to, there's no way anyone picks up your conversation.
Can I look around to see if there's someone actually
Yeah, for sure.
being creepy?
But yeah, you lean in.
There's a guy literally standing behind me going,
You lean in, Renesteer.
yes, and I say, I have died before. Completely.
Can I actually roll a vibe check or
I'm so glad
some sort of
vibe check.
I have a flashlight, by the way. I have a flashlight under my
diplomacy
face.
thing?
For what?
He just told me he's died before,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kind of want to see like
Yeah.
I'm guessing the face on his or the face on his look. The look on his face is
I have a
like
flashlight under
dead
me,
serious.
and,
Yeah,
and also I'm doing these.
and
with
like
my hands.
you're whispering, getting like real serious.
Yeah, I would harbor that no roll needed. This is even for the normally, naturally, decently stoic Renisteer, it's a new level of seriousness. Probably the most serious thing you've talked about.
I start to drop my hand on my mace and slowly realize that will do me no good.
It
And so my hand goes back on the table.
I am the Senate.
He speaks about it in a way that's kind of similar how you speak about your magic, where it's like something you kind of not harbor in an all-encompassing negative way, but definitely like it's a core part of yourself that often does not come out.
I almost like not
To
like
others.
pretend, but I want to have heard you wrong. I'm like, what?
I have died before, technically still dead, in a manner of speaking.
Is that why you were asking about?
I was wondering, those who have an interest in things like me are fascinating to me. I almost wonder if they can pick it up, though I am less conspicuous than some of my brethren.
I look at Phosphorus as he's drinking his whiskey, and I just kind of like nod towards him, like you are aware.
Of course.
He has to know these things so he does not harm me in the process of trying to help me instead.
Oh,
Although he does that in other ways, just not healing.
I have never once harmed you.
If you don't mind
You
me,
harm my spirit.
if you don't mind me asking, what happened to you?
Prior to me joining the Order of Iker,
Iker.
prior to me joining the Order of Iker,
Did I say it again?
I mean,
God
really, you
damn it.
can say it however you would like, because you have an accent and it's your order. But
I need to say it correctly because it is
I
my...
have said it.
Iker,
You
Iker.
said it Iker earlier,
I shouldn't
which
say
is the
that a
only
lot
reason I
in a row.
correct you.
Okay. Scene.
Yeah.
So what?
Before I had joined the Order of Iker, I was for lack of a better term, without getting into the entire mechanics of and inner workings of my home city, I was what would be tantamount to a city guard. Even in that position, I have always held a extreme hatred towards those who have been given a position of power or any sort of advantage over others, and use that to oppress those who are not as fortunate as them. And through my sticking my scaly snout where it does not belong, I ended up paying the price for it from people in much more powerful positions than I am.
And they killed you?
I died, yes.
Oh,
But in the process, I could gain the attention of somebody from my order. We are Dampier. It's not quite...
Eamon's gonna have so much to write about in his journal tonight.
We are undead to an extent. I still sleep, I still eat.
Do normal ones not?
It depends on the type.
I have almost zero experience with things that
I
have
have...
been dead before. You're the first one.
Yeah.
You're the first zombie I've ever
I'm
been
also
around. Sorry, I didn't mean
kind
to call
of.
you.
Oh, you're fine. I am
Okay.
kind of a anomaly in that regard. That I am not quite dead and I am not quite fully alive. But I have seen the other side, although it is hazy to me. But through my process of being resurrected into my order is also where you see my devotion to our cause and my own religious faith. I have been bestowed power by the deity that we aspire to uphold the values with, Tezetsios. And that is where I have been granted the capabilities to heal those, as well as cause those who mean my allies harm much guilt on their back.
And that, okay.
In the manner of where you gain your power from nature, if I've gathered that correctly.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not quite sure.
That's
where
fair.
I get my stuff
Me
from.
in particular, to my understanding from how my order has explained it to me, not everyone in my order has this ability, but basically I have garnered the attention of my deity enough that he has bestowed power onto me. And in the same vein of my own personal beliefs, I believe that all powers, regardless of the source of it, should be used to aid others. A belief system I am trying to impart on our very talented alchemist here. But
Thank you.
those don't come cheap. But that being said, that is why I don't stare a odd eye at you. For I myself am not
You're
normal.
much more strange than I am, friend.
If it's,
I'm the only normal one here.
that's not true.
That's horrifying.
That's still also not true. But that being said,
Are you too? Are you a
God no.
Oh,
Yes.
God no.
Absolutely.
If he got inducted into our order, something went horribly wrong.
I reach in a pocket and pull out a cup of coffee. Just drink.
just a hot cup of coffee from your pocket. That's awesome.
Pocket Joe. Yes.
Well, okay. That strangely brings me a little bit of relief.
You find
If-
yourself in weird company.
Do you have a way to learn, like, okay. I'm guessing in your order you have libraries, you have
Absolutely.
lots of course material to look at to see,
Certainly.
learn more about all of that stuff. That is essentially the equivalent of what I seek to find for myself. Much of my abilities, some I've trained up. I've learned the arts in that way, just like anyone else would that has some gifting through training and such. Then there's other parts of it that I kind of just have. I sort of say this in a lower voice. I say my old instructor, his name was Mathis. He thought I might be some kind of sorcerer. I guess the sorcerers get their magic from who knows where, but it's not quite as much of a power study and something you're brought up learning about your whole life. It's just kind of there, or I'm not quite sure. But what I seek is knowledge about it. As you said, I seek to. I want to use my gifts for good, but I can't quite trust myself to do that without causing more harm than good. So I seek to learn restraint and learn more about what they are in the first place before I even can hope to do what you do, where I know what I can do and I want to go out and use it for good. I'm not quite there yet.
It's an
Gotta get
honorable
this done.
goal. It's an honorable goal.
So
And
forgive me if I'm a little hesitant.
I understand, especially because such an ability can potentially lead to the harm of others.
Absolutely.
But that being said, I can't promise that my order will have the answers that you seek, but definitely with me vouching for you, I can at least try to find any information that could lead you to have a greater grip on the abilities you find yourself with.
Yeah. Well, I sort of like look at my ale and it's empty. I say I can buy you guys another round if you like, but I'm probably gonna go do a bit of writing in my room. And call it a night.
It's about time for me to turn in myself, and I just like one shot down the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. Anything you guys want to do before you rest?
No, I'd probably just
The soonest thing I would do is go meet Yin-He, but that won't be till the next day.
Okay.
So,
I'd just go up and do the nightly armor and weapon maintenance routine.
I'll just be writing in my
Are you going to do
journal
something
everything I've
awesome?
been learning.
What are you doing?
As they go up and I sit and nurse my drink,
Yeah.
I wait till they go up the stairs, pound the drink, and leave.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go out and try to make more contacts.
Okay. Just like in the city?
Mhm.
Specifically within...
On the seedier side.
Okay.
Just trying to meet people. I'm not trying to, like, find any specific
Yeah, you're not like
information.
walking up to people and I'm like, do you make illegal goods? Or like,
Yeah.
are you a fence? But
Where
just
do
like,
I buy a
Do you
marijuana?
sell drugs?
Give me a quick underworld knowledge check, underworld lore check.
Why did I not think to secure the rat?
I waited till you said you're going upstairs.
You threw down that ale a little too quick. You felt a little too cozy.
I felt good because I had a bonding moment with
the
another party
camaraderie
member.
was a little too much. And
23.
So, okay.
Just
make
when
a
you thought you could compliment him.
Diplomacy check with a +3 circumstance bonus.
+3, that is 17.
Okay. You start to get on the trail of some contacts, but something quickly becomes evident to you that Quoy is a bit of a odd city in that there isn't a lot of an underbelly to it, because if you remember, the Crawgreen cartel is a dwarven cartel that is like a legitimate political, like not as a like underground political, like legitimate. They are a like criminal organization, but they are one of the 4 governing forces of New Ronku. However, they are surface dwarves, and dwarves really don't like other dwarves that have lived on the surface. They view it as a shame thing. So the Crawgreen cartel is basically one of the main groups that doesn't have any sort of influence and isn't really in Quoy at all, because it's the stop that the Dwarven holds take for all of their goods. So New Ronku as a whole, it just works better if they don't have any influence here. So a lot of people who used to be involved in underworld stuff kind of end up here, which in a way might be useful in its own way of just making those contacts. But you get on the trails of some things, but nothing in particular.
So could I use this to basically set up for future? I'm like basically talk to them about people they know in other places.
Yes, yeah, that would be a lot of what you get. Like obviously, the main thing is that forger, right? She didn't work in Wakuzana. She worked in one of the other 4, the 4th major city whose name I don't remember, but basically the 4 biggest cities in New Ronku are Moila, Quoy, Wakuzana, and then there is another one further to the east on the coast that is a coastal city, but it's not nearly as big as Wakuzana. She worked there for the cartel, doing forgery stuff. So yeah, basically you can start you start spinning the web of your connections, but most of them won't bear fruit until you get to other places.
Okay.
So yeah, you return.
I don't try to sneak back. I just walk upstairs.
Pulls more coffee out of his pocket.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you guys get up, wake up in the morning after sleeping at the, almost said hotel, at the pub, Inn and Pub, Emperor's Inn and Pub.
I'm kind of giddy to like find some kind of connection to something. So I don't know, like if I had an alarm clock, I would set an alarm. Like I wake up early and I'm like I slept in my jeans. They're already on. Okay. And
yeah.
I like skip a few steps as I'm going down the stairs.
Child on Christmas morning.
So you go to
I'm more like, it's like a nervous, it's a nervous, anxious, excited, more than like a giddy probably wasn't the best word, but I was going to go to the Arcane Assembly and find Yin He.
Yeah, she'd be there.
Okay.
And
so
you...
how long does it take to like walk there from the...
Like a couple minutes tops. As I've gone over this a couple times, but just to restate, because it's been a while, Quoy is population-wise quite large. It's just traversing the city is not nearly as long as it would be if everything was on the ground. It's because of pretty much all the residential is within trees that it's pretty quick to just get around. So yeah, you get to the hall, and you guys can go out to the... in the graveyard. Not like obviously you're not in the graves. You're not in the graveyard.
I have to show you 6 feet under.
But you're just past the graveyard, and this is because almost no one, as I said, when you guys headed south, almost no one goes south. So there's basically no foot traffic.
Okay.
But she kind of just finds a log to sit on and has a notebook, a large leather-bound notebook, and just sits there and like looks at you excitedly.
Okay, and I want to sort of begin my show and tell.
Okay.
And I sort of, is it raining? I'm guessing,
Oh yeah,
like
it's
always.
just a normal rain.
Okay, so as it's raining, I sort of. Is it very windy right now at all?
No, it's not
Okay.
normally super windy just because there's so much tree cover.
Yeah.
But
I just kind of want to like take my hood off or like take my rice hat off and kind of like fluff my hair a bit.
okay,
And as she sees it, it just kind of like flits and like blows around. I'm like,
yeah,
that always happens.
okay.
That's not a breeze, so that's a thing. If you've seen that before,
Are you
people.
Are you
know.
trying to do that?
No, it's just
Okay.
kind of constant.
Mm,
So that's one thing. I know that's not very cool,
okay.
but we'll
I mean,
get
it's
to the other stuff.
interesting.
Yeah, she's like, no, it is cool. I want to look. I'm guessing there's probably like a tree nearby.
Oh yeah, tons of them.
Okay, so I sort of like set my shield down and set my backpack down, and I just sort of like say a few sort of like indescript words and like make some signs with my hands, and I'm going to do Tempest Touch, which essentially ice begins to like, it's this sort of like icy water, like slush almost begins to like churn around my hands with forms of ice, and because I can extend the range of something with touch up to 30 feet,
Yeah.
I sort of do like what looks like a palm strike almost in the air as this thing sort of forces like a wall of this sort of like icy water that sticks to the tree and sort of covers
Yeah.
the tree stump with it, sort of head to toe.
Yeah, the ice covers the tree stump, and it kind of the outside bark of the tree kind of cracks and falls off because it does deal damage. You didn't like hurt the tree to any great degree, but it kind of cracks and falls off, and she gives
And that
like
is
a little
a focus spell, so the first one of my curse would
Yep.
start.
Yep, which is basically a light 5-foot emanation.
Like a whirling
Swirl.
storm around me almost.
Yeah. It's not super aggressive at this point.
No, but my
but
poncho's
it-
like
it-
flapping around.
Yes,
and
it is
picks up and my
definitely
hair's
noticeable.
blowing.
Yeah, she like does a like laugh. And she goes,
As I'm sort of like-
I do not. The keeper does not do that. No.
I want to look at her and I just be like, as she's like clapping, I'm like, this isn't fun for me. And then,
Wait, are you in distress? Do you need
always, just a little bit.
Oh.
Is there something is there something preferably towards the end of my range? The next spell I'm going to do is Pushing Gust, and it has a range of 500 feet.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Is there something like uber far away I can point to that I can,
yeah. You probably can't see 500 feet, but a good 300 to 400 feet out, you
Something.
can clock something
like 100
Yeah.
yards away or something
Yeah.
like far enough away to be like, well, again, I sort of turn and do the same similar type palm strike, and it sort of does this like almost like sonic boom of air,
Yeah.
and then whatever it is gets like knocked over.
Yeah.
Whether if it's like a scarecrow or like I
Time
don't
to
know
visit
what,
my dead mother.
like
Yeah.
a lamp or
Something.
something just gets like
Yeah.
flown away
She-
like really far away.
She kind of like squints to look because it's very far away, but she sees it. She goes, I do not try to be, but I am slightly jealous of. Is it hard to do?
Sort of at that is that my second level moderate curse starts.
Yes.
So after doing that, a 10-foot whirling storm begins to go around me as well.
Yeah.
So
As she's
yeah,
kind
the
of
storm
saying
sort of
this, she
picks up,
kind of
so the rain
starts-
around me that's falling begins to like whip around me more,
Yeah.
and I kind of like duck. I'm like, it's not easy.
Yeah, at this point, it's definitely noticeable, even though it's raining. It's like, yeah,
Like a
because it
twister
swirls
around me
around you.
almost, yeah.
She goes, is that okay? Does that happen every time?
Yes.
As she holds up her hands to like block the rain from just slapping her in the face. Okay.
Those are the ones that do the most.
That is not. I have never. The keeper focuses on plants. But that is impressive. I have not seen it. I do not know how it compares to the keeper, but
I just showed this lady everything.
he.
I gave you everything.
I slowly pull a knife out. I'm just kidding. I don't have a knife.
Can I examine you? What?
As I
like
stand like straight, and my hair's just like
Yeah.
just like blowing around me.
she moves closer, just like moving through it. I mean, she moves through it easily, but it's obviously like a whirling storm around you, and she basically just gives you a once over, And she's like,
Just hold my arms out.
yeah.
palms
She's
out.
like, yeah, I have no fucking idea what is that.
This isn't like your keeper person?
No, he does not. I mean, the keepers have different focuses.
She's like yelling this through the storm at me.
Yeah, the keepers have different focuses. Our current keeper is focused on plant life, and his apprentice is deals more in the flora or the fauna section, not the flora. We do have history of storm keepers, but I have not met nor seen any of them in action. I imagine it might be something like this, although normally they can you stop it?
No. I don't know.
You can, is that a Taylor not knowing or Eamon or both?
It's Eamon being like, I can't like shut this off like that, otherwise I would.
Yeah, that's true.
It
You can
takes
take-
a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that...
So I kind of just have to stay out here until it just kind of goes away.
Okay. So this is an all-day thing.
So this is I can't really go back into like town for a minute or so, for like longer than a minute. That was figure of speech.
Like a couple minutes or like all day?
Yeah, if I just chill for a bit, maybe take a little bit of a nap or sleep all night or something, it should go away.
So like hours?
Yeah,
That was like
Okay.
3 different answers.
it makes for an uncomfortable night of sleep.
I can imagine. Do you, is that, not to like push you further, but is that all you can do?
I'm just gonna use electric arc,
Okay. Yeah.
the cantrip, and like shoot like the ice that's formed on that tree
Bark, yeah.
stump
Yeah.
or trunk.
I mean,
And I just want to
hit
like shoot lightning and sort of shatter the ice off of it.
How good is your control and your aim, so to speak?
Pretty good.
She
I
walks over to
do you have like
the...
a soda can or something you can throw up there?
What is that? She walks over to the bark and she picks it up and she says, hit this. And she like tosses it up in the air as hard as she can.
Just try electric arc
Okay.
again.
That's a reflex save, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just make a spell
The
attack?
bark has to make a
'Cause the
save.
bark's not going to make a save. So just
So
plus
technically,
6.
it hits. That's a 2 on the die. So that's an 8.
Okay. Since it's a reflex save, that would be like half of a hit. So you just like kind of
I
clip
glance
it, but it doesn't fully hit. She goes, okay. Well,
What do you mean? Can you do that?
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just gauging. Because I do not. Admittedly, I've never seen the Keeper fight. Most of what I have seen is similar to what I have done in more protection and healing.
Oh,
So, it is interesting. When you manifest it, is it cold before? And does the electricity like run through you?
Can we just like take a few minutes here? As like my hair keeps like blowing into my eyes, like sticking to my
Yes.
face with the water.
Yes.
It's like, can we just take a second?
Yes,
I just
yes.
need just give me like 10 minutes.
Okay. Yes.
I just try to like sit and just like go into my zen.
Yeah.
And, like,
Refocus.
Yeah, which is really hard because my hair keeps like slapping my my
literally
face and,
constantly.
like, trying to like hold my hood down as it's blowing all over.
Yeah.
After 10 minutes, it kind of like subsides a bit. It's my first level curse.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to back up. Okay, sorry. You were asking about electricity?
Yeah, you see she's over there the whole time she was just examining the bark. And she was like, "Oh, yes, does it feel different when you pull it or like
Different?
out from you?
What do you mean?
When you begin a spell, specifically one that involves actively physically manifesting something like this icy
Yeah.
slush or the lightning,
Yeah.
where do you pull it from?"
I say to her, yeah, it definitely comes from within. Like this would, I didn't gather the water from the rain around us. I didn't gather it off of the leaves of the grass or anything. It comes from within me. If we were in a dry desert, I would presumably be able to do the exact same thing.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds like...
It feels very, this might sound crazy. It feels very based on how I'm feeling, if that makes any sense.
Oh, okay. So does it like...
I can't. It. The more extreme I feel, the more extreme it comes out. I suppose is
Okay.
the way I
Like,
can compare it. I
do
suppose.
different emotions affect it differently?
It's almost never positive emotion.
Okay.
If
That's interesting.
when I'm scared or when I'm frightened or
Besides
angry
the
or
emotion part, it does sound similar to the gifts that all of the Jaedun have. Mine is the healing of plants. Many of them often primarily focused, wield magic, none to the degree of the Keeper, but most people would consider it magical. It's just more normal for us as magical beings. But like I said, no one's really lightning bolting a tree.
do you
with
think
that.
this would make the Keeper want to speak to me?
I don't know. I definitely wouldn't suggest you make the journey without knowing that, because
Yeah, I don't.
at least
I don't
without any
plan on
other
leaving the
reason
city
to.
without gold on the other
From
end
what
of
I
it for now.
no offense, from what I understand, your track record is not great in making your way through these woods.
How did everyone hear about that? Yeah, it's not great, but I mean, clearly I can. Yeah.
So do you-
I'm not going to go following.
Do you need company where you just sit out here?
No, I think it's fine. I'll hang out.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, sure.
And the answer could be no.
Okay.
Can you hit me with your magic?
Oh. I don't know. You want me to just strike you with lightning?
I feel like I'm more of a learner by doing. So I feel like it might.
Can I? Sure. Do you want? I'll do something a little nicer. Can I? Can I just use spout on her?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like water blasts upward out of the ground.
Is it a save, Justin?
Yes, makes a reflex save. I just told her to like hold her hands out so I can shoot it up on her hands,
Yeah.
not like just like launch her off the
Yeah.
ground or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just sort of like again make some signs and like cast out of the ground, and yeah, the water
Yeah.
from the rain just swirls and stuff and shoots
Yeah.
out of the ground into her
It
hand.
just hits her hand, and she's like, "Oh no, the lightning."
I don't. Have you ever been struck by lightning before?
No, but
I've killed a lot of things with this.
okay.
I don't
but
wanna
just
kill
don't
you.
kill me.
I don't know if it's that easy.
Okay. I mean, if you do not feel comfortable, I trust that you're.
Are there any guards within like any line of sight?
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure there
definitely.
aren't. Obviously, they'd be running towards me if I was shooting lightning
One
bolts
just
out.
Yeah.
pops out behind
No.
a tombstone.
You have not really seen anybody to this point. No.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Electric arc. Kablowy.
Okay.
I launched one.
Kablowy.
She dies.
Yeah, why don't you roll damage for me? Yeah. She's going to choose to fail.
Okay. Well,
She's not going to try to get out of the way.
that's 6
Okay.
electric damage.
Yeah, so you shoot out the arc where you aim it, square in the chest.
Just on her. If I could tell her to hold up her hand,
Okay,
the one
yeah,
she
she
doesn't
holds
write
up her
with,
hand.
preferably.
Yeah. Okay, she holds out her left hand.
Yeah. Like her
Yeah.
offhand, just in case.
Hits her, square in the hand, and
Does she
like,
redirect it towards me?
she lightning bends it.
I'm glad.
It hits her square in the palm, and you see the lightning kind of run down her arm, and the muscles in it like course with the lightning, and she kind of, oh, okay, yes, that is intense. Does it
Yeah.
feel that way when you?
It
but
doesn't hurt me necessarily.
It's like there's a knife running through your veins.
I do have ice in my veins.
Oh no! Oh no!
No. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel natural. Doesn't feel normal. I wouldn't say it feels good.
That is intense.
Yeah. So attach that to any sort of extreme emotion or fighting for your life, and that's kind of what that is.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna go. Do you have
Well,
everything you need as far as notes go and things?
Oh, are we done?
I mean, if you have any more questions, we can. But I can only do so much of this before I
Oh, that's yes.
kind of putter out. You know.
Okay. Yes.
I'm not the keeper after all.
No,
She's just so literal.
you are not. Okay. Well,
I'm aware that you are not the keeper.
The keeper is the keeper, and you
I
are
guess
not.
I will see you around.
I mean, if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them, or any other.
I'll run by
Insights.
you what I write about
Okay.
your condition.
Yeah, I would
She
call
looks
it
at
condition.
the storm swirling around you.
It's subsided slightly.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah.
It's not really aggressive at this
like
point.
the
but
leaves are
it's-
just blowing in the trees. And
yeah.
It's like, yeah. You can call it whatever you'd like.
Okay.
Write about it to your heart's content in Elvish to yourself, please.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show it to you, but
Yeah, you can show it to me, but don't show it to really anyone else if that's okay.
yeah, she heads off, and you are just going to sit there for 8 hours.
I have my backpack. I'll just pitch a tent.
Okay.
Sit in my tent as it's just like blowing around
in the graveyard.
Right by adjacent to the graveyard.
Graveyard adjacent, my friend.
I like the idea of you coming back to town. There's like a newspaper of like tiny penis elf strikes woman in a graveyard.
So I keep trying to relax and like write in my journal, but the wind keeps like blowing the pages over,
Oh come on!
and like my tent's just like
oh come
going
on!
from side to side. So yeah, it's a frustrating day
Okay.
at the range.
Renaster and Phosphorus.
Yeah.
Where did you go in the morning?
Farmers Mutual.
We are farmers.
I got nowhere else to go, so I'll
So you
join.
go with him? Okay. Yeah. So you go back there. This time the door is propped open, and there is a faint smell of cheap perfume and tobacco kind of wafting out of the
Living
entrance.
in a lonely world.
The door is propped open, like I said, so you guys can just go in if you want.
I walk in.
Yeah, so as you go in, there is
I
a
scamper in.
small reception area, and there is a short, flat-headed goblin that sits behind an equally short desk. She lackadaisically is leaning back in her chair. She's bright green skin, bright red lipstick, 2 rows of very sharp teeth. As she, you can see them as she takes a hit from some sort of pipe and shifts it in her mouth. And posture unchanging, without even looking up, she goes, "Welcome to the Koi Farmers Guild. My name's Rosie. How can I help you, sweetheart?"
Yes, it was tipped off that there was possibly some work that needed to be done.
Ah, yes. She just points to a door to her right that has a big metal plaque that says Suchi Eroy in it. On it, not in it. He says, she just points to it. without
Thank
even
you.
looking
Your
up.
hospitality is
I
breathtaking.
walk through the door.
I walk.
Well, the door with the name on it plate is closed. But,
Let's try to open it.
yeah.
Where are they?
Well, I mean, you can...
Oh, I thought you meant like it was closed, like lights are off or something.
No, it's
No,
not closed.
no,
Like,
no.
it's just a closed
yeah,
door, so you can't just walk
Yeah,
through it. That's
I
what I meant.
just barge my way through. No.
Kick
It
down
is
the door.
open if anyone
I make it have guilt. No, I knock with my just.
Yeah, you knock and you hear a male human voice from inside. Says, "Come on in."
I open the door.
Yeah, so you open the door to very clearly some sort of office, and there is a well-dressed human man sitting behind a pristine desk. A similar metal nameplate with the writing matching the door faces you on the desk as you enter. There are 2 posters depicting a halfling man singing to a crowd hung on the west wall with the name The Great Ostas written in gold lettering on them. The man leans forward with excitement, and as he leans forward, he reveals a bit of a bald spot on the back of his head, and he says, yes, you wish to help with the product shortage?
Maybe. I don't know what that entails, but I'm definitely here off of a tip-off that there is some work needing to be done.
The fields are missing product. Someone is taking them in the night.
I see.
Maybe, so you are not, you did not come for this? I apologize. I realize I might have misread the situation.
Do they need to be hit really hard? These thieves?
Do we need to find out what happened?
Yes.
Then we have come for this.
Okay.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You finally found your drug dealer, the product.
He for the first time, the excitement kind of dies a bit as he takes you guys in and realizes, oh, these are, I don't know, I'm not fully sure what to think about these people. But he says,
Why?
Yeah, we have
Doesn't say
been
that.
having some of the product go missing from field W12. Unfortunately, there are bigger matters at hand for the guard, and they're a little understaffed, so no one has had the time to look into it.
They coming straight from the field or from a storage area?
From the field, some of the product is getting cut prematurely.
Is there like chairs in front of him or anything?
Yeah, there's two.
Okay. I'll just
Yeah.
walk up to one and like put my hands on the back of one of the rests and sort of lean forward.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we can definitely look into this, but I will need as much information as you can provide for us as
Yeah,
far as where to start.
I don't know a lot, but Kat oversees that field, so
What is the product?
it is rice stocks. But not a lot has gone missing, but not a lot is still some. So
Where is the fee? Or where's Cat at?
she should be at this time of day in the fields with her crew. But W12 is he pulls out this large map that is all of the fields of west of Quoy, all of them labeled normally with a letter and then some form of number. And W12 is a field that is on the southern and more western part. So it's about an hour out of town in one of the more southern fields.
I will say, I will need to ask, just with, being freelance work and all that, got to keep food on the table. What does this job pay?
For the two of you, I'll give you 10 gold. Sound fair?
We do have a third. We have a third.
Well, you could split 3 ways, no? So
Yeah, fair enough.
12 splits better, though.
roll diplomacy.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Someone's got to throw that out there. Come on.
It's not going to be me.
16.
You know what? 9 splits into 3 much
That,
easier than 10.
that is a fair point.
60 also.
12 it is.
All right.
If he takes out literally just a blank slip of paper and he takes a stamp and rubs it on the ink and then stamps it. He says, "Give this to Kat. It'll prove you're from the guild."
Of course.
All right, we will look into this.
Are you starting soon? Now?
Yes,
Soon-
immediately.
As soon as we
far
grab our other companion.
yes.
Okay.
I don't think I told you guys where I was
Nope.
going.
Nope, no.
You did not.
We never said we're going to find you.
no. I just mentioned I was going to
Oh,
meet with
as it
someone
turns
from-
out,
from
the
Arcane
rice
Assembly.
the rice field is actually inside the graveyard.
It's also
not-
graveyard adjacent.
Yeah. That's how they fertilize the...
Yeah,
Oh
I haven't
my
experienced this feeling in a long time, but it's very frustrating to just be in this. Yeah, trying to make this thing stop, and it's just not happening.
Well, let's.
But yeah.
Cold shower.
I crawled up into a tree and I'm hiding, but the tree itself is just like.
Kat will know a lot more about the specifics.
All right, we will go and talk to them about this.
Can I just get your names quick for the books?
Renestier,
And you?
Phosphorus.
And the third?
Aemon.
Gotcha.
I don't know if he has a last name. Anyway, we will go and take a look at this and we'll report back once we have the good news.
I look forward to the good news.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
You as well.
Walk out. Not scurrying noticeably.
I still scamper.
Okay. So where are you headed?
We should probably go
We
to the
just
Arcane
go-
Assembly.
Yeah, Arcane Assembly.
That's where he's at. I mean, that's what he told us.
That's where he'll be, of course.
Yeah, of course.
What? He wouldn't lie to us.
No.
And if he did lie to
We
us,
didn't
I will
really-
hunt him down and kill him where he stands.
Problem
And
is,
if,
you
yeah.
could.
and if there's a storm whipping around him, I'm killing him twice as hard.
So yeah, you guys get to the Arcane Assembly. I mean, he's not in the
I
immediate
think
area.
Yinny would be back there by now.
I've been to where he was before.
Yes, I also looked for him specifically and saw him with a nice plant lady.
Yeah.
So I would have gone and
Yeah,
like,
you guys can
directly
go
to
talk
her.
to Yinhi.
have
She
you-
seems just
yeah.
returning. She's like unpacking books and
Have
stuff.
you seen our companion you were talking to yesterday?
Yes, Amon?
Yes.
Yes, he is by the graveyards.
Is Someone died?
No, he is relaxing.
Because
I don't think it has ever been noted that they are aware that
I was never
vibe check.
I was never like, tell no one except these two.
Yeah, you were like, tell nobody. So
I will
So
just.
she ratted me out the second she got put under pressure. She folded.
I'm not gonna vibe check at all. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, I thought it was for research purposes. Congrats on... Young love is always important, I would say.
what?
It's okay. I understand it can be embarrassing, but secret's safe with me.
I'm confused.
I think he's saying that you guys were out fucking in a field.
I did not say that in those words specifically, but yeah, we all have needs.
Yes, we were having intercourse.
Oh. That was not the vibe I got. All right.
You also, both of you believe her.
Good. You know what?
Eamon, you dog.
Yeah, congrats to
Good for
him.
Eamon. That is.
But yeah, he is from the South
Wait.
Plot.
He's relaxing. You must be very good. All right. Well, I must.
I am uncomfortable. Can you please leave?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Turn and walk away.
I just like turn back around like, you fucks.
Sexual misunderstandings aside, our group heads to the fields to put a stop to whatever is taking the rice. But bad news is on the horizon, for Phosphorus is the only one who shares a language with the culprits. Well, bad news for Eamon and Renister, great news for Phosphorus. Will he talk his way through things or resort to old reliable, chuck a bomb till it's dead? Find out next time on Dying 5. If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.